You keep telling yourself they'll get better, that this is just a phase, that once they deal with their stress, their past, their issues, they'll finally be the partner you need. So you wait, you make excuses, you lower your standards. You convince yourself that love means staying through the hard parts. And it does. But there is a huge difference between supporting someone through a rough patch and waiting for them to become a completely different person. You're not waiting for them to get better. You're waiting for them to become someone they've never been. And here's the hard truth, they're not going to. People don't change because you love them enough. They change because they want to. And if they wanted to, they would have by now. You've been patient. You've been understanding. You've given them chance after chance after chance. And they keep showing you exactly who they are. It's time to believe them. Think about it. How long have you been waiting? 6 months? A year? 5 years? How much longer are you willing to give? At what point do you stop hoping and start accepting the reality that you in a relationship with who they are right now? Not who they could be. And right now isn't enough. It hasn't been for a long time. You're trading your best years for potential that doesn't exist. Your 20s, your 30s, the years you're supposed to be building a life. You re-spending them waiting for someone to finally choose you the way you've been choosing them. And they're not going to, not because you're not enough, but because they're not ready, or willing, or capable. You can't love someone into readiness. You can't fix them with your patience. They have to do that work themselves. And while you're waiting for them to start, your life is passing you by. You're missing out on opportunities because you're holding on to someone who is half in, half out. You turning down people who would actually show up for you because you recommitted to someone who barely tries. You're building your whole life around a person who hasn't built anything for you. That isn't love. That's self-abandonment. Let's be real about what waiting looks like. It's planning your future around someone who won't commit. It's defending them to your friends who can see what you refuse to. It's celebrating the absolute bare minimum because you've been getting nothing for so long that crumbs start to feel like a meal. You've normalized being unhappy. You've convinced yourself this is just what relationships are. Hard, complicated, one-sided. But that's not what they're supposed to be. Real love doesn't make you beg for effort. It doesn't make you question if you matter. It doesn't keep you wondering if today is the day they'll finally try. Real love is consistent. It's shown, not just promised. You know the saddest part? They're comfortable. They have you there, waiting, giving, trying, hoping. And they don't have to change a thing. Why would they? You're still there. You keep accepting less than you deserve. You keep believing their excuses. You're teaching them that your boundaries don't matter and your happiness is optional. I know what you're afraid of. You're afraid that if you leave, they'll magically change for someone else. That the next person will get the version of them you've been waiting for, and maybe they will. But if they can change for someone else, that means they could have changed for you. They just didn't want to. And that tells you everything you need to know. They aren't your person. If you keep waiting, you'll wake up 5 years from now, still with them, still unhappy, still hoping. You'll see friends who left similar situations thriving with people who actually show up. And you'll wonder why you stayed so long, why you didn't believe you deserved better. Don't let that be you. You deserve someone who is ready now. Not someday. Now. Someone who doesn't need years to figure out if they want you. That person exists. But you will never meet them while you're stuck waiting for someone who isn't coming. So here's what you do. You stop waiting. You stop making excuses. You leave. Not because you stopped loving them, but because you finally started loving yourself. And loving yourself means refusing to accept less than you deserve. It's going to hurt. You're going to doubt yourself. But you didn't give up too soon. You gave them more time than they deserved. Now it's time to choose you. Your future self will thank you for it. Your best years are still ahead of you. Don't waste them on someone who is never going to change. Start living your life for you. If you know someone who needs to hear this, that friend who keeps giving one more chance, share this with them. Sometimes we just need someone else to say what we already know is true. Thank you for watching.